I'm just gonna let some people come in here so I can speak on some things that have been bothering me that I've heard in the last like 24 hours. So, I have been doing videos for 7 years, since 2013. And I've been called like the craziest names: fat, ugly, whale, nasty, dumb bitch, woo woo, all the disgusting words you could ever think of. But I was like an adult when it happened, and I can handle any negative comment, any rude thing someone has to say. But so yesterday I seen this video. Yesterday, the day before, I seen this video of a little boy from Australia. I think his name is Quaden Bayles. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I watched the video and I was disgusted. I was so upset because I know what it's like to be bullied, and people in his school bullied him because of how he looked. I was always bullied for how I looked. I was always a bigger person. So I kind of like related with him, and I'm like, there's this kid who's 9 years old who, in my eyes, shouldn't have even known what suicide is. And yes, everyone is saying that he's 18 years old, but he's not. Like, um, he's not 18 years old. Like, I don't know what the hell everybody's talking about. Like, there's pictures of him, or like, they're so obviously like photoshopped, and it really does disgust me because I'm like, here's a child. Like, a man. Like, the thing that gets me is I have nieces, like really close nieces that are my nieces. My oldest niece is gonna be 8. The one that I'm with all the time, and I'm like, I can't imagine her telling me, Auntie, I want to die. Auntie, I want to kill myself because people make fun of me. And my own niece has ODD, which is oppositional defiant disorder. So I'm like, she goes to a different school, and she goes with, kids that aren't really in her age range, and she's just got cognitive stuff that she has to deal with at a more one-on-one level. So I'm like, I can kind of relate, kind of in that aspect too, as to being bullied and having a niece that isn't as proficient as everybody else. So I'm like, if my niece came home and was like, Auntie, I just hate my life and people make fun of me, like I would absolutely be hurt, and like everyone's like, oh, look at this Instagram, look at this thing of him doing this. No, he's not 18 years old. He's 9 years old, and if a week or 2 or 3 days, or a week or two, or like whatever, like I'm proven wrong, yeah, I will recant what I said. But it's really hard for me to believe that this child is faking it. Like why? Like why? I don't get it. It didn't seem like it was a video based on clout. So it's like, if this video is real and all of this is just manufactured stuff, it makes me feel bad for how sick the world really is. Like, there are actual like adults that are like bullying this kid, and like I see memes um I see memes that are like, well, like regardless if it was quote unquote fake or real, whatever. Like, just the memes are upsetting. People are like making fun of just dwarfism. I've seen memes of like people that are like, you know, what was the meme? There's like a guy on his knees, and he was acting like he was like disabled. He was like, hey, go fund my little brother. Like, people are just making fun of the whole thing, and it's like, it's not funny. Like, it's not funny. People that I'm friends with, like close, like super close friends with, I see are sharing it and are making fun of this boy, regardless if it was fake, if it was true. You shouldn't you shouldn't make fun of anybody with dwarfism, or anyone that is, disabled, or anyone that is, at all. Shouldn't be making fun of anybody at all. Like, it's really disgusting, and I'm really upset that the world has come to that. Like, and if it's all true, that it really happened. Like, just think of, okay, yeah, he did, there's a GoFundMe, where he's able to, go to Disneyland and stuff, whatever. Because I've looked it up. His mother has a Facebook with him and his age, him as a baby, him and everything. So I'm like, okay, yeah, that seems true. And then, excuse me, you have radio stations, and you have TV stations that have him on there, like as a 4-year-old, as a child and stuff. So that's where, like, I'm like, are we really that stupid as a generation that we're just gonna believe anything that we see on the internet? Like, that's not really how that goes. And I'm personally affected by it. Like, I feel for this kid, you know, especially having a niece that, you know, is so close in age, and with her oppositional defiant disorder, she just, you know, she doesn't comprehend things as well as like an average kid. You know, I'm not saying that she's any different or like disabled or anything, but I'm just like, it breaks my heart. You know, like, if it was my child, you know, I don't know what else to speak on it. Like, I'm just like, what are you guys' opinions? I know like there's a lot of people in this comment section where you're like, oh, it was a facade, oh, it was fake, oh, he did it for clout, he did it for money and stuff, whatever. And then, yeah, if that is 100% true, I will recant, and I'll be like, look, it was disgusting that that person did that, which in my heart, being a good person, I don't believe it's a facade. I believe that it's real, and when it's proven that it's real, like, it's just like, every time as he gets older and he realizes that, you know, the world came for him. Like, every single person came from him, you know, that wasn't defending him how I am now. If he's really sitting there in the video saying, you know, I want to take a knife, I want to kill myself, I want to die, and then you have the whole world making fun of you when, like, your mom made a video of you crying. Like, first of all, like, that in itself, like, I mean, I think she did it to raise like awareness for to show like the effects of how bullying affects kids, you know, and it might have done more damage than it did like acknowledgement of the actual situation at hand. But I don't know, imagine how his mother's feeling. You know, she did this video, you know, to show people that hey, you know, my son is hurt by your children's feelings. Please teach them awareness, you know, where it's not okay to make fun of somebody for how they look, you know. And I can just imagine like how she's feeling, like, oh my gosh, you know, like she got like a really good like outreach, you know, like people like celebrities, you know, they got like donated money so that he can go to Disney World and stuff. And now, you know, it feels tainted. It feels like, oh well, everyone thought it was fake, and he'll always carry that with him, his name, you know. I think it's like, oh, I don't want to say his name. It's like Quad. I don't want to like, but I think his last name is Bayles, you know. But anytime, you know, he grows up and his name is associated with that, it's always going to be associated with that negativity, which is sad because I don't think the post was made to create negative attention. I think it was created for awareness. So that's also bullshit as it is. Like, if it's 100% genuine and his mom was like trying to do the right thing, and it's just a lot of negativity was created around it, and it's like, us as citizens and us as like humans, our first reaction was to think that it was wrong, you know. And like, yes, I've looked at the Instagram, you know, where it looked like he was an 18-year-old and stuff, whatever. And I'm like, I don't believe it. You know, there's like pictures of like obviously fabricated pictures of like his face and like a hood, like holding a gun and stuff, whatever. And I'm like, okay, like, I know how to edit stuff, you know, I'm a really good editor. I obviously do videos and stuff. And from my standpoint, knowing all the like systems, you know, for like Photoshop and, you know, editing videos, I'm just like, you guys really believe that's a picture of him holding a gun? Like, okay, like, but I don't know. What do you guys think about it? I'm just gonna let this video sit and get some comments and stuff, and I'll be replying in the comment section. I did a post on this on my Instagram. Instagram is Diggy Wants the D, and my Facebook is Manda Jean, and my fan page on Facebook is Diggy B. If I did a video on there too, if you want to chime in, if you only follow me on YouTube, follow me on those other websites too, and just tell me your personal opinions, because I physically feel sick thinking about this, and I've been thinking about it like ever since I seen it. You know, I remember I was watching the video right there, like right on this bed right here, and I just kept watching it, and my boyfriend was like, what are you watching? I was like, I'm just so traumatized by this. You know, like, this boy is just like, you know, I was never as young as him, when it came to bullying, but I was bullied, you know. I was a fat girl in high school, you know, and everyone like made fun of me and stuff. And like I didn't start wanting to hurt myself until I was like 14 or 15. And I think when I was 15, I actually like started like physically cutting myself. And like I'm so mad that I started doing it, because I mean, I don't do it as often, but I think I've been maybe like a year clean of doing it. And it's like, you know, I don't want this boy to get into like that bad habit. You know, like when people are bullied and they just have so many feelings, they go to negative resources like hurting themselves, or drinking or smoking or doing drugs and stuff. And my vice, you know, I don't like drinking, I don't like doing drugs, I don't like anything like that. But my vice, when I was sad and I wanted to feel numb, is I would cut myself. And I've been battling with it for years. You know, when I'm like so mad and I just want to punch something I don't, my first thought is to go to a razor blade, you know? So I'm like, here's this child, you know, like 5 years younger than I was at the time when I first realized that I wanted to die because people didn't like me. You know, like I like me, my family likes me, and I'm like, you know, how come people don't like me in my school? How come they think that I'm disgusting or they think that I'm ugly just because I don't exactly look identical to you, you know? So I'm just like, I can just really feel for this boy. And I'm like, I don't ever want him to think that he's not good enough because he doesn't look a certain way, you know, or he doesn't fit into their standard of what's normal. And like I said, I have a niece that's a year younger than him, so that like really just brings it home where I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna go before I freaking start crying in here, and I'm not trying to get like emotional because it's not about me, it's about him, and it's just bringing back repressed memories. So just chime in when you can, and thank you so much for watching my rant. But yeah, I'll let you guys go. Love you. Bye.